everyone. This is David Arlant of the Gen X or Reacts channel. Forgot who I was there for a minute. And I'm going to talk about our good friends at the Greater Idaho Movement. Now, this is their website. If you want to go check them out, go ahead and do so. For those of you who are not aware, the Greater Idaho group started in Central Oregon, right here in the county of Deschutes, Oregon, and they've so far convinced 13 counties to try and explore options to become part of the state of Idaho in some sort of right-wing paradise. Well, we had one of those commissioner meetings because in the last election, out of 3,500 votes, they managed to win by 6. They lost the first time, but they kept at it until they got the result that they wanted. Now even the commissioner said they can't do anything to change the border. Only the state legislature, which is firmly controlled by the Democrats and who will never part with Eastern Oregon, can make an adjustment to the border. It goes to the Oregon legislature first, then the Idaho legislature, then the federal legislature, and then I believe the president has to sign off on it. None of them have time for this crap. But unfortunately, we short-sightedly voted for this. And so now we have to have these meetings. Well, this time in the meeting, after a lot of pleading, because I guess it was always being run by the Greater Idaho people who were on the opposite side were allowed to finally have their voice heard. Now, before you say, well, maybe they didn't know that it was going to happen, here is their website, and you just scroll down a little bit. Upcoming events: Wallowa County Commissioners Meeting, August 27th, which is one day ago from the time of me recording this. And they were going to have basically a debate style where one person would speak for 3 minutes, then a person from the other side would speak for 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, and you could also put it in a written form and have that submitted for the record. It got there, about 50 people ended up showing up at this small meeting, which is quite impressive for a county our size. We have about 7,500 people. And what happened? I would say the person from Greater Idaho meeting was literally thrown to the wolves, because nobody from their side wanted to go, because nobody realized you can't do anything. And so one person from Greater Idaho spoke out for the movement, and about 50 people spoke out against the Greater Idaho movement, including myself, because we realized this is just a waste of time and taxpayer money, and quite frankly, we have important things to worry about, like my cat scratching the couch over in the background. At any rate, basically, from what I gathered at the tenor of the meeting, is that the commissioners have said that they have to continue holding these meetings until someone, through a ballot measure, reverses the county ordinance to have these Greater Idaho meetings. In other words, we have to have yet another election to get rid of this silly, insane idea. And so a lot of people are for that idea, and so I suspect what's going to happen is sometime next year, we will have a ballot measure put on the ballot to finally say no more to Greater Idaho. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hope you all have a blessed rest of your day.